What's up my dudes, it's Ansu and today I'm here to do a Netgalley ER call. Netgalley is a service that you can find online. It's mostly for reviewers across the platform, whether you're blogging or booktubing or just posting your reviews on Goodreads or Instagram or whatever. Just as long as you have a reviewing platform, you can get potential e-arcs, so electronic arcs or advanced reader copies. And I was lucky enough to get a few books. Some of them I'm really excited about and never expected to actually get. I'm just going to talk about all the books that I currently have, and it's gonna go in publishing date order. I just have like 5 books to talk to you guys about, so this might go really fast, but let's get into it. The first book I have is Cinderella is Dead by Kalynn Bayron. This one is coming on the 7th of July this year. I've started to read it, I'm about 20% in, and this one is set in a world 200 years later after Cinderella found her prince. The fairy tale is technically not over and we're still following around that whole fairy tale aspect, and in the present day 200 years later we see that teen girls are required to go to this annual ball that is set by the king, and in that ball these girls are going to get men interested in them and get them married off based on their finery. They have like 3 chances to go to these balls, so 3 years they can go to these balls, and if they do not find a suitable match, we never hear from these girls ever again. We don't know what happens to them. They're probably dead. You have 16-year-old Sophia, who is the odd one out if you will, and she is set on wanting to marry Aaron, who is a girl. I have a lesbian rep in this. I don't think she's bisexual because she does not seem interested in men at all, so I'm sure it's a lesbian rep in here. In a very desperate attempt at the ball, Sophia decides to run away and she ends up hiding in the mausoleum and ends up meeting Constance, who is the last known descendant of the Cinderella family line. Together they decide to bring down the king and his rule, and along the way they learn that there's more to Cinderella's story. It really seems like a fun take, which was what intrigued me into getting this book in the first place. So far I'm not sure how I'm liking it because I'm not really liking the characters itself. They seem very immature almost. Obviously I'm only 20% in. It has more potential to get better. I'll continue on reading whether the concept is great. I'll give you more thoughts in my June wrap up. I'll definitely finish it by then. The next book I have is EverAfter by Olivia Vieweg, but this is actually a graphic novel, and honestly I just saw the cover and I was just like, it's cute. The description seemed really nice, so that's why I requested it, to be completely honest. So we have 2 main characters, Vivi and Ava. They are 2 travelers in the countryside filled with the undead. After a train breaks down, these 2 characters are essentially stranded between like the safe zones. They're in risk of potentially losing their lives. Vivi is struggling with grief and guilt because of losing her sister, and Ava is hiding a start of a transformation which is supposed to be horrifying, so I don't know if she's being a zombie or something. I feel like this is gonna have a lot of zombies because it's talking about the undead. I expect to have zombies. That's why it seems very exciting to me. The artwork from the cover of the books looks really cute and detailed, so I feel like this could be potentially a good book. This is also in the teen and YA category, and it's coming out on September 1st, my birthday. Next up I got Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. That cover though, look at that, it's beautiful. This is coming out on the 15th of September. This is supposed to be filled with mystery and a great magic system. If you know me, I'm a hoe for, so my family watches these videos. You would think I would stop embarrassing myself so much, but I can't. Anyway, so we have 16-year-old Bree, whose mother has recently died and she does not want to do anything with her family house and her childhood home or whatever, and the memories that is associated with it. She decides she wants to escape from that whole situation, and she joins up with this residential program for like bright high schoolers in UNC. It seems like the perfect escape. Once Bree gets there, there's a magical attack on the first day that she's actually there. We apparently have a flying demon who eats off of human energy. We have a group of kids who are part of a society called the Legendborn, and we have this mage kind of a person who's called Merlin, and he tries and fails to erase Bree's memories from what she actually saw. Because of this failure from the mage, Bree ends up actually being able to unlock, I guess, her magical powers herself. This also opens up a little memory that she has from the day that her mother died. So quickly Bree realizes there's another Merlin, and that Merlin probably erased her memories during that night her mother died, and it's not just what's on the police reports. Finally, she joins the Legendborn with another person and tries to avenge the death of her mother, and a lot of other stuff also happens. I feel like this has great Shadowhunter vibes because of like the demon hunters, mages and stuff. but it also has the potential to be really unique on its own. So interesting. It is raining, so if you hear more noises, I'm sorry, but I'm still filming, guys. The next book I have is The Year Shakespeare Ruined My Life. This is by Dani, Jansen. This teen/YA pride book as well. We have Alison Green, who wants to be a valedictorian really bad, and she ends up taking up the responsibility to produce the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. She also accidentally says that she's going to go on a date with Jack when she's actually kind of in love with Charlotte. I think there's a lot of disastrous events that happen during the play, and she does not know how to deal with it. Her best friend essentially calls it a mighty disaster, and she's trying to cope with everything and also deal with being out as well and how much that's going to affect her life as well. It seems like a fun contemporary to read, so I'm also excited for this one. The final book that I have, I'm like so excited. I did not expect to get this. It is Smash It by Francina Simone. If you didn't know, Francina Simone is a YouTuber, a booktuber to be exact, and she makes fantastic videos. She does not put a filter on herself. She tells you everything exactly like it is, and she's a fantastic booktuber. Absolutely adore her. And this cover, again, beautiful. It's supposed to be a very happy feel book about a black girl, so if you're looking for something like that too, definitely read this one. It's coming out on the 22nd of September. Most of my arcs are coming out in September, so I have time to read it, but I just need to get to this one soon. So Olivia, or Liv, is done with feeling insecure about herself. I forget what junior year is. I'm not American. I think it's grade 11 if I'm not wrong. She decides to take her insecurities into her hand and actually deal with it better. She goes to a Halloween party in khaki shorts, and she's like really embarrassed by that. So she decides to make a list and just be awesome. Deal with her insecurities, try to help her to get over most of her insecurities. So her list essentially has be bold, so she has to do something that really scares her. She needs to learn how to take a compliment, which I'm sure a lot of us have issues dealing with, and also stand out instead of standing back. These are things that a lot of us can actually relate to. Even today, being a 20-something-year-old, I'm still dealing with this. Like, I need to be able to accept some compliments, like I never do. Also take some risks, like it's fine. So just to start off, she joins the school's musical. She says yes to a date and also tries to make new friends. She's also kind of interested in 3 different guys, and she just wants to decide like how she's gonna go deal with it and her emotions. It sounds like a really fun, absolutely adorable contemporary novel. It's also own voices, at least it says that in the Netgalley website, so that's also pretty cool. And I feel like a lot of our readers can actually relate to the character Liv, and I'm just like super excited about it. Also, cover, guys, beautiful. Those are all the books that I got from Netgalley recently that is also unread on my shelf. I need to get to it really soon, especially Smash It. Like, I'm super excited about that. Never expected to get it, so I'm just like pumped about it. This is supposed to be a really short video, but apparently not, because I keep rambling. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you want to subscribe, hit my little face over there to subscribe. My previous videos will also be linked down there, and also hit the thumbs up button. Comment down below what books you're excited about for the rest of the year. Thanks for watching, but I'll see you guys next time, and until then, I'll talk to you all in the comments. Bye!